In past times, development was easy for the developer. He received a problem, developed the application, and handed it back in. But users often weren't satisfied with the solution. This is when interaction design came into play, as a way to include the feedback of the user earlier in the development cycle, and to determine the user interaction requirements, which ultimately increases usability. The interaction design process ideally starts with the elicitation of requirements from the users. Out of these requirements, a first design draft is created and is then converted into an interactive version and evaluated. The application will only be developed after the cycle has been completed successfully over a couple of iterations, and no more changes appear. Now, if you want to conceptualize the user interaction, you will conduct a lot of interviews and collect other documents, such as emails or workshop deliverables. The development of a design out of requirements still gives the analysts a hard time due to a couple of reasons. REMINER addresses some of the most urgent problems, such as the fact that the elicitation phase of the interaction design process produces a lot of interviews, workshop deliverables, emails, or support messages. This collection of unstructured information has to be converted into a structured list of requirements. REMINER can reduce the determination effort by the automatic suggestion of requirements, a one-click requirements highlighting and deletion, the central collection of all requirements and documents. With REMINER, you can highlight a text with just one click, as you would do with a text marker on a sheet of paper. Or you can even let REMINER automatically do the highlighting of important text passages for you. The central collection page gives you an overview of all requirements and their category. Another problem arises when people jointly work on the development of requirements. They may use different words to describe the same thing, which makes the reuse of requirements even harder. REMINER helps you to get consistent and precise requirements by improving the requirements reuse. REMINER shows you previously defined requirements during the requirements creation. It auto-filters previous requirements based on their name and category. And you can even import requirements from other projects via a simple file upload. You can use different synonyms for a requirement and find automatic suggestions of requirement names in the tag cloud to choose from. Now, while you're working on a document, it is easy to lose overview, especially if more people work on the same project. REMINER also helps you to keep track of the origin of the requirement by increasing the context traceability. With REMINER, you can have the usage context of each requirement displayed, trace the requirements back to the original document, and you can even see which documents use the same requirement. The requirement is displayed together with its context from the document. But even collecting all relevant requirements is only half of the problem. You may then want to create mockups or user interfaces out of the requirements. How can you be supported as intuitively as possible while creating UI design models? REMINER helps you improve the UI design integration by displaying alternative views on the previously identified requirements. You can easily create UI design models by arranging the requirements with a drag-and-drop functionality. Finally, you can export the models as PDF or XML for further use. On the intuitive drag-and-drop front-end, you can switch the sorting of the requirements between classification groups and the time of occurrence in a document. With all of these features at hand, REMINER is a powerful tool to help design requirements better, faster, and more complete.